Did you know that there are certain styles of arguing that are very damaging to the relationship? Not seeing eye to eye is bound to happen in any relationship, no matter the age or stage. And while it's completely natural to have disagreements, arguing in a healthy manner is vital for the success of your relationship. Today, we are revealing the top 5 worst ways to argue. These points are so important to know, no matter whether you've just started dating someone or you've been married for 20 years. Warning, some of these may come as a surprise to you, and tip number 1 especially may be a little shocking. But for the success of your relationship, it's vital you understand all 5 points we are revealing today. It may just save your relationship. Plus, coming up, we'll tell you how you can get a free gift, the top 7 man-melting phrases that make men fall for you. This gift is all yours completely free of charge, so stay tuned to find out how you can get your hands on it. Okay, let's jump right in and discover the top 5 worst ways to argue, starting with number 5, saying you statements rather than I. If you are constantly saying you when arguing, then you're probably focusing on words that will put your partner down rather than paying attention on how you're feeling. It often causes the person on the receiving end to feel overwhelmed and attacked, which of course is not going to help the issue resolve any quicker. Let me explain further with an example. Here's a statement that concentrates on saying you. You ruined my day today. You made me feel so angry. You never listen to anything I have to say. What's wrong with this statement? It's placing blame on your partner and will only make them feel defensive. Instead, the statement could be like this. I felt frustrated about how today went and I'm upset about it. I need you to listen to me. Can you see the difference? The first statement is more likely to offend your partner and cause the disagreement to escalate. But when it's altered to focus on using I, it has a much more positive feel to it. In this way, you've still expressed your emotions without putting any blame on your partner and instead made the focus on you. It also helps them to consider your emotions better, and they'll be more likely to understand how this is affecting you. Okay, next up is number 4, blaming your partner for everything. This is such a common problem that couples face. In the heat of the moment, you're feeling upset, angry, and maybe feeling resentful too. And if your partner is to blame for the issue at hand, you may unknowingly want him to feel some of the pain that you're feeling. So why do we argue in the first place? Simple, because there is something that is bothering or has upset either or both of you. The issue is brought to the surface in hopes to be able to figure out a way to get through it. But what often happens instead? The conversation escalates into something bigger. Sometimes when we're feeling really fired up about something and go to discuss this with our partner, we end up addressing the issue in the wrong way. We feel that because we're upset and raising the issue to begin with, it's okay to blame the other person. Maybe they really were 100% to blame, but maybe they weren't. That's not what you need to focus on right now. You must focus on a calm conversation if you really want to get to the bottom of the problem and to be able to overcome it. If you start throwing blame into the mix, e.g. statements such as, it's your fault we're in this mess, or if you had just listened to me, this never would have happened, he will shut down and not want to open up to you. So be careful not to blame your partner and instead calmly address the issue without making them feel low. Before we continue, we want to give you a free gift, the top 7 man-melting phrases that make men fall for you. This amazing report is a must-have and it's all yours completely free of charge. Simply click on the link in the description to claim your free gift. Okay, let's move on to number 3, walking away mid-argument. If you're in an argument and it's becoming too overwhelming, it's fine to need a timeout or to end the discussion if it's truly not getting anywhere. And if that's the case, it's perfectly okay to mention to your partner you would like to talk about this another time. However, if you're in a heated argument and you walk away without a word, your partner will feel frustrated. And by storming off when they're speaking to you, it will certainly not make them feel respected by you at all. Mutual respect in a relationship is vital. It's a very important ingredient to a successful relationship. In fact, studies have shown us that contempt was a massive factor for relationships ending in divorce. And of course, contempt is when you make your partner feel as if they aren't worthy of your time or that you are better than them. So walking away mid-conversation is definitely disrespectful and has the ability to tear down relationships. It makes the other person feel small, hurt, and truly unimportant, which will of course only make their anger grow and the situation much worse. If your partner walks away when arguing, give them time to cool down. And when the time is right, calmly let them know that you are hurt by his actions and ask to talk about the issue another time. And if you often find yourself walking away from arguments, rethink this decision. If you need to end the conversation because it's getting too heated or not going anywhere, calmly tell your partner this before you leave the room. Do you or your partner often walk away mid-argument? Have you found you struggle to resolve the issue when this happens? Tell us in the comments below. Next up on our list of the 5 worst ways to argue is number 2, not listening to your partner. When arguing, it's a common issue to have all the feelings build up and need to come out at once. You end up talking over each other, raising your voice, and neither person is truly being heard. If you can focus on actively listening to what the other person has to say, you'll have a much better outcome. Both parties have the right to speak and have their other half listen to them. Although similar, hearing and listening are not actually the same thing. Hearing is the physical sense, the process of sensing noises and sounds. It is easy to do and it comes naturally. But listening requires a lot more effort and concentration. You need to absorb what the other person is saying to you, and you need to choose to take in what they are saying and focus. And to break it down even further, listening is either active or passive. Active means you connect with what they are saying, try to understand them, and have a meaningful conversation. However, passive listening is when you aren't very connected to the conversation. You don't have a lot to add, and oftentimes already have made your mind up about the situation being spoken about. This, of course, is not a good way to listen. So how can you become a better listener? Firstly, look directly at your partner when he's speaking to you. Really show him that you are giving him the attention he deserves when he's speaking. Next, try not to interrupt. In the heat of the moment, it can be pretty easy to do. But when you continue to cut them off and speak over them, it communicates that you don't care what it is that they have to say. And lastly, give your full attention. This means no texting on your phone or being distracted by other activities. Just be present and focus on the situation at hand. We've made it to number 1 on the list of the top 5 worst ways to argue. Do you have any ideas what number 1 could be? Let's find out. Number 1, bringing up past mistakes or unrelated issues. When you're in the middle of an argument, it can be pretty easy to get fired up and feel the anger building. This often leads to someone wanting to feel like they have the upper hand and want to gain power and control. So they end up talking about an issue from 6 months ago or bring up something completely off topic in order to bring the other person down. It's important to fight fair. This means you should not find yourself bringing up irrelevant issues and hope to win the argument or to make your partner feel bad about themselves. This is a big no-no. Focus on the problem at hand, not something that happened last year or something minor that you just want to throw in there to add fuel to the fire. Doing this can cause 3 major problems. 1, it puts you further away from the goal of resolving the issue at hand. 2, it makes resentment grow for both partners. And 3, has the potential to make a minor argument into a much bigger one. You have to remind yourself why you are having this discussion with your partner. What do you want the end result to be? To resolve the problem at hand, of course. In order to fight fair, ask yourself these questions. Is there a common issue that is brought into arguments by yourself or your partner? If so, are you able to talk about it another time to find peace and move on from this issue? And lastly, is what I'm saying useful to the current situation? Does it bring awareness and help my partner to understand how I'm thinking and feeling? When you can focus on the issue at hand rather than bringing up multiple past issues, you'll have a great chance of resolving the problem. That wraps up today's video on the 5 worst ways to argue. Don't forget, you can claim your free gift by clicking the link in the description below. We would love for you to click the like button and subscribe to our channel for the best dating and relationship tips and tricks. Thanks for watching and see you next time.